Hi, and welcome to this quick tutorial video on the basics of Zoom. So Zoom is a platform that allows you to communicate with your class, host meetings, or just have one-on-ones. To start, you're going to go to zoom.us on your web browser. You're going to click on sign up, the orange button. It's free. And then from here, you're going to click on sign in with Google. And this will allow you to single sign on. It's the fastest way to connect your accounts. It's how I do it. Once you're here, you're going to want to open a new tab and type in zoom.us/download because you're going to want to download the most recent client for Zoom. Zoom is constantly upgrading itself, putting in new privacy settings, putting in new features, and for you to be able to ensure that you have all the features that Zoom offers, you're going to want to make sure that you've downloaded the latest version, which you can see here. So the latest version right now is 5.2 as of this recording. Now, to start a meeting, after you've downloaded it, you're going to open up your client here. You're going to sign in, and the first thing you're going to probably want to do is click New Meeting. So once you're in your meeting, it'll look like this. Hello, good to see you. The first thing I do when I join a meeting is, if I'm teaching the meeting, I'm going to hit the record button right down here at the bottom. The reason for that is because we want our students to be able to come back to these videos that we're using each day and, have access to that learning, catch up, or maybe they didn't see it because they were gone. So once you're done with that, you're going to download the video, upload it to Google Classroom or Seesaw or ManageBack, whatever platform you're using. We'll do a whole video about that in the future, but for now, this is just the beginning. Click that record button, very important. Here's your general bar down here. For students, the first thing I have them do is I have them mute their mics. Once you mute the mic, this will allow for kids to not annoy everyone else or you. So my general rule is mute your mics the entire meeting. If you raise your hand and you want to speak, you can unmute it if I call on you. That's very important because if not, you're going to hear a lot of noise, and even if they're not saying anything, there could be like, a jackhammer or a dog barking or something that could totally mess the meeting up. Here we have our video. Sometimes you want to show your face, especially if you are the one presenting. But other times you might join a meeting and you're like, I don't have my makeup on or whatever. I'm not wearing my tie. I want to hide myself. So you just click stop video and you'll have your profile picture, which is fine. It's kind of on the discretion of the host and what the norms are for the meeting. Here we have security. This is going to allow you to select, certain things like admitting people into your room, muting microphones, turning off the chat, stuff like that. Within settings, there's another tutorial we'll do specifically on settings, which really gives you a breakdown of all the different features Zoom allows for, so you can really kind of personalize your meetings. But that security button is going to be very important, especially if you get one of those Zoom bombers. Here we have participants. These are the people who are in your meeting right now. It's just me. If you'd like to invite someone to your meeting, you can click invite and you can email them. You can copy the link and send it to them. You can also do it through Google Calendar if you preset the meeting in advance. That's what I like to do. I think it's the best way of doing it. That way people know before the meeting, this is where I go. There's no delay. And Zoom also allows for you to have reoccurring meetings. So if every day I teach math at 8 o'clock, you can make it so Monday through Friday at 8 o'clock, there's a math Zoom link, so people don't have to continue to find the link. Or it could just be your class link. You have one class link, they click on it, no matter what subject you're teaching, that's the one they want to go to. It just kind of depends on your preference. Here we have the chat. Chat is where you can have a back channel conversation of what's going on in the classroom. This is really powerful because people can ask questions as you're talking without being rude. They can be asking questions, other people can be answering as you're talking, or you can kind of go back to them. You can also send private messages to people, which is kind of cool. And then you can also add files. So if you wanted to show a picture or something to highlight what you're talking about, or people are kind of having that conversation, there's that option. We've talked about the record button, very important. Here we have our breakout rooms. For those who don't know what breakout rooms are, a breakout room is basically where we're all together in this Zoom, kind of virtual space. And then I'm like, I want my class here to break off into smaller groups and do something or talk about something. And you do that We'll have a whole video about how to do breakout rooms, but essentially you click on breakout rooms and it's going to allow you to, navigate that and then bring people back into the center. Now, if you don't have this breakout little button here, go ahead and watch the settings tutorial, which is also on our site here. So take a look at that one, and it's going to show you how to get breakout rooms, and then also there'll be another tutorial about how to actually do the breakout rooms and some of the features of that. The final button here is reactions. Reactions is going to allow students or participants to, give a thumbs up or a praise for a particular thing that's being said. It's a good way to communicate without interrupting or being rude. So those options are there for you. When we go into our settings specific tutorial, we'll look at a few more options. But this is basically the gist of Zoom. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.